The kindness games.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Overtime. Shout out.
Scoreboard.
Scoreboards, whatever we're doing.
What's up, dude? It's been a long time since you've gotten on video with me.
I know, brother. I get on video of myself every day, but I am a bit stressed, mate. A lot going on at the moment. A lot going on.
Sorry to hear about your stress, dude, but I mean, we all get stressed. However, I do see you posting like every day, which
yeah. Like we always say, and how we encourage others, is that the kindness games has become part of my life. And I know everybody that is embarked on the kindness games journey is they've really kind of just exploded with kindness every day, and they lead and they live with it. And it's helping me. It really is. It's helping me de-stress. And even if it's just, for 30 seconds of the day, it generates so much positivity and lifts you up for that moment.
I mean, when I kicked off the kindness games, when I messaged you on LinkedIn and said like, hey, we need to do this every day, it was because I had gotten to that place where I was starting to feel like a little depressed last year, right? And I needed something to fixate upon that was positive, that would guide me. That was my story. And the funny thing is, when you look at my second 30-day run, my Jingle Bell Kindness, my father-in-law had just died that week. And again, that darkness, that depression was kind of grabbing at me. And I use it to fixate again to get through the holidays, because I started the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and,
I know.
It worked for me through tough times.
Yeah. And this worked for a lot of other people too. There's a lot of other people who have done it that have told us that they were having mental health issues. They were just having issues coping with COVID or whatever it may be, stress, and it changes your perspective.
I think what we have to remember about the kindness games is that the kindness games is actually a wellness tool. And people, and often we get asked of, what is the kindness games all about? And, you and I have done videos of how to play the game, but in essence, it helps everybody in a different way. And it really is, my platform to share my voice every single day. And even us powerhouses, we get stressed, we're vulnerable, and we need help too. But I'm very blessed that I have like people like you in my life, Tim, and my brothers and my family who are super close and always here to help. So, I would say to everybody is that, even us that you think are not, we do suffer too, and we do get stressed out.
And sometimes the people that are putting themselves out there have extra stress, or you don't know, some of those, it's an outlet, a creative outlet to help manage their stress. And I think the one thing that you and I specifically have been careful not to do is put on the facade that everything's always great, everything's always fine. The human side of security, we really, on that podcast, we really get into the issues surrounding life and people in the security industry and how real it is and how we can deal with it, primarily by leading through kindness.
I'm going to say something right now, and I know you know this guy, and I'm not going to say the conversation that we had, but when we were at GSX, the first time I'd ever met Michael Julian, and I know that you did a podcast with Michael Julian on one of your other shows recently.
Three Guys in a Ball.
Three Guys in a Ball. By the way, that's always awesome. He is a fantastic guy, but we had the most authentic, open, non-male to male conversation at GSX, just bumping into each other. And another good friend of ours, Max Siegel, was there too, and Matt knows Michael very well. And then me and Michael got on like a house on fire, and we've actually kept in communication since. And I just want to say to everybody is that, again, someone like that also needs to talk. And again, you'll be very surprised at all of a sudden the conversation that you are, encountering, and how personable, authentic, and vulnerable it is.
Yep.
And you didn't expect it. And I think we were both looking at each other just to say, wow, how did that just happen? But that's the whole point of who we are, what we're trying to achieve, what we're trying to encourage, whether it's male or female, is to have those authentic conversations and just be true to yourselves, whether you're having a good day or whether you're having a bad day.
And speaking of Michael Julian, you and I are going to be hanging out with him December 8th through 10th in Las Vegas at the IPSB conference.
I know, Vegas, but I can't wait for that. I am super pumped. I can't wait for us to give the Kindness Games, GSD, and the human side of security to the Protector Nation and just spread kindness, bring everybody together. Let's hug it out. Let's just reconnect and have some beautiful conversations.
You and I are going to meet for the first time in Vegas. A lot of people may not know that Lee and I have never met in real life.
No, absolutely. It's gonna be super cool. I have no doubt that you and I will probably have a fantastic hug. Maybe even shed a couple of tears. You never know.
I was gonna say, bring some tissues, bro.
Exactly. And I think that's another important message that we can show people, is the fact of how close that you and I have become, not even meeting each other in person. And we created this together, and you and I never had an expectation of where the Kindness Games is at now, right?
Just goofing around, man.
Yeah, exactly. Two guys just goofing around, kind of, and then all of a sudden, we touched the globe, and I think that is the fascinating thing for me. And and again, I just want to keep encouraging everybody to do it, and it's like you and I getting messages every day too. Not just talking about the Kindness Games, but the awesome swag that we have, and and again, how cool that is, and people supporting that, and just random people too saying, "Hey Lee, I bought a beanie hat today because I saw you wearing it," and I was just like, "Oh my god!" And the generosity that they're showing through their kind acts is just fantastic. So thank you.
It's definitely the Kindness Games has definitely a lot of people that I've never known before, wouldn't really be involved with, have reached out, and I've created good relationships with them. And it's been strange in a good way, the impact this has had on me, but on others as well. So, hey, if you are going to the IPSB conference in Vegas, make time to meet with us, the Kindness Games. Lee Oughton, myself, Kekishan Dedwani, Coach Kat, we are going to be there. And we're going to be having a good time. And if you're not going, maybe you should change your plans, because we're going to be there. It's going to be a great conference.
Yeah, come and sign up. Come and join us for lots of happiness, loads of smiles. One of the things that I love about the IPSB is it's a smaller kind of conference, but it's extremely personable. And the fact of the matter is, you can, if you make the effort, literally talk to every attendee at that conference. So for me, it's a very special audience, engaging crowd, and it's an unmissable event. So please come along and see us.
All right. Every 2 weeks we do the scoreboard. 2 weeks ago, we had 36 alumni. Now we have 38. Mohan Kapoor, our first contestant from Singapore, and Karen Brimley have both finished. How awesome is that?
Two super, crusaders. We love to call them kindness crusaders. And again, the fact that you're naming someone from Singapore, of all places, actually one of my favorite places in the world. Actually, I love Singapore. Yeah, it's super cool. And again, two different people from very different backgrounds, yet again sending some powerful and strong messages, loving the post, love the authenticity and the thoughtful nature of everything that both of those wonderful contributors did.
Yeah, awesome. And you know what? We've got somebody on post 29 today. Tomorrow, if she keeps up with it, she'll probably become the 39th alumni, and that is Aubrey Conley. How cool is that?
And she is super. She actually got better hats than me, so I'm actually jealous. I actually want to know where she gets her hats from, because I'm like,
the accessory changes are amazing on her.
She proper accessorizes for every single video, right? Different hats, different outfits, also different scenery. Yeah, she really, again, So again, like the way that people do kindness, shout outs differently, right? And again, so they all put their own spin and put their own mark on it, which is really awesome.
We had Karen Brimley. She's a quilting instructor, even virtually. If you've ever wanted to learn how to quilt, join her class. She changed a quilt for every day. I was impressed. She had 30 quilts. She says she has more. Margot, I can't recall her last name right now, but she finished a couple months ago. She did a different virtual background with a photo of someplace she had actually been. We talked about Aubrey. We can talk about Michael Petty at 22, who will be finished if he keeps it up by the time we get to our next scoreboard. Where does he live? I mean, he lives in Utah, dude. The backgrounds, like, is he going to other people's houses? Is he finding like restaurants on the edge? I don't know. His backgrounds are sick.
Well, let me tell you about Mike Petty. So that he is an actual man mountain in personality and actually in stature. I had the pleasure again of meeting him in Orlando, and he came up and gave me the biggest bear hug that anybody could wish for. He is a very genuine human being. And again, I think it was it yesterday's post where it was like super emotion in it. And again, the thoughtful nature and the power of his words. Yeah.
I think it was today's post, because he was talking about a friend of his dad who had passed away. And dude, it hit me so hard, I reposted it. That was
crazy. I saw that. I mean, like as the two of the co-founders, we love to keep up with everybody, but some of literally every single one is so powerful. It kind of like goes into one of all this powerhouse nature that everybody is just posting every single day, and we're really grateful.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, that's a highlight of my day. Right away in the morning, as I'm having my coffee, I am watching the notifications I got on LinkedIn the night before, looking at who's doing a shout out. It's a perfect start to every day. Before I open the email, it's awesome.
It is, bro. It is. Hey, love it.
We have a couple people that have moved into a little bit of rare air. SMB, the amazing Sir Murray Baumgartner.
I'll stick to SMB, but bravo to you, bro.
She just hit OT 12.
Right.
Now, that is 30 plus 12. That's like 42 posts. She is the highest person in single OT behind co-founder Kekishan Dadwani at 16. After she finishes OT, she'll be in double OT. I think there's only like 6 people in front of her.
But I'll tell you what, a lot of people are picking up their overtime game, right? I've noticed that there is a lot of jostling. I think some competitive nature's coming out. I think
it is.
We should all watch this space, keep the eyes peeled, right?
Another one is Gips, Mike Gips. He just finished on September 3rd or 2nd, one of those two. I should know it because that's the Kindness Games anniversary. I gotta remember these things. I don't know. But he's already on overtime 8. He's number 5 in overtime, so he's in the top 5 of overtime. And then you've got double overtime, triple overtime, and quadruple overtime, and then 5 overtime for me.
You're on 5. I'm still on 4.
You're making it, bro.
I'm cruising through on 4 right now.
You're 4 OT 13 right now.
I know.
You finish, you're going to be a 5 OT, bro. I love that you've jumped back in with a vengeance.
Well, you never know. I might even do another 30-day journey afterwards.
Dude,
who knows?
I mean, we've got the Jingle Bell Kindness coming up.
Oh yeah, Jingle Bell Kindness.
You gotta do it, bro.
Is the butt. Shimmy and Santa is making a comeback.
Oh, that was sick, actually.
Yeah.
The other thing about Jingle Bell Kindness, right? It's a great time, the 30 days between Christmas or Thanksgiving and Christmas, to just do your 30-day run. A lot of people have a little less responsibility with work, a little less time commitment. They have more time with family, which gives them a little bit of free time, helps them reflect on the gratitude with family and everything. But also you're going to be at like 5 OT 3 or something. You can just knock out 27 to get the 6.
I think I'm gonna do, and I think like because like I don't know if you get them in the US, the advent calendars with chocolate in. Do you guys do that in the US too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, I think what we could do is just do like maybe I'll even get a piece of candy and do a kindness shout out for that person. Like one day is a Snickers for whoever, Mars the next day, etc.
Dude, I'm down. Any excuse to buy and eat candy? I'm in.
Yeah, I'm the same. Chocolate and candy is my Achilles heel.
Movers and shakers. SMB is coming up again alongside Connie Ryan. Dude, they took TKG to the streets.
Well, I'm glad that you said that. That when I watched the video of the promo of that, I was like, ladies, you guys are doing fantastic.
Out of control. It's awesome.
And it was like, do you know what? They're like, they've both got the kind of same personality. And I think that they kind of bounce off each other. Yeah. And I just loved seeing the joy, and the happiness. It was like they were having their own kindness explosions, right?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I half expect them to show up in Vegas unannounced and be like, "What up?"
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they are there. Yeah, exactly. Crush us with kindness. No, they're really cool. They're doing awesome, and I love the concept behind that, and I love the fact that those two ladies came to us with that fantastic idea as well.
And it's just another thing of the kindness games is personal. Your shout outs, who you think of, the way that you think about them, the things that people have done for you, that's personal. But they said, let's take it to the next step. Why don't we hit the streets? Why don't we make up cards? Why don't we go find people in the business district, reach out, tell them about the kindness games, ask if they want to do a shout out. This is amazing. And this is the type of thing that anybody could do kind of wherever they're at.
I think it's important that you mention that. And just to underline that. So these two young ladies are TKG alumni. And what we do for our alumni is we empower them and kind of inspire their creativity to bring new ideas, and see where we can take, the kindness games down different avenues and challenge people in different ways.
Hey, you know that Ernie Vanderleest guy?
I do.
You actually know him though, right?
I've actually met him in person too. Yeah.
That's sweet. He's on 9. After the last scoreboard, he sent me a message and he was like, I'm going to aim to be alumni 45. 45 is a special number to him. And I was like, that's cool. I said, well, we're trying to hit 50 by the end of the year. And he goes, I'll start doing 2 a week then to finish. That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know what 45 means to him, but obviously it means quite a big deal. And I'm looking forward to seeing Ernie and being the 45th alumni. We're going to have to coordinate that, right? For him to be able to do it.
Ernie, you, me, and Lee, we're doing your 45th together.
Yeah, exactly.
Joint kindness, knock it out of the park. It's going to be awesome.
Absolutely. Ready for that.
And then we've got a couple other movers and shakers. Jennifer Stanford, out of Virginia, personal friend of mine. She's at 8. Allison Sands out of the Bay Area, although I've never met her. I'm going to send her a message.
You need to. She's lovely.
She's at number 6, and I'm really enjoying her shout outs too. She just, people allow their personality and their own style and flair to come out. And you can really get to know how somebody is by how they interact with the camera when they're displaying gratitude.
It's important again for us to say that everybody that goes on the kindness journey, they do it themselves. And that's one thing that we say is like, hey, just be you. Yeah. This is the framework, of how to do it, but just be you. Otherwise, you're forcing it, and again, we all want you to go on that wellness journey because that's what the kindness games is all about.
Absolutely. Where am I at? There we go. Jake Edwards. You know Jake Edwards?
I only know him through you. I've never had the privilege to speak to him. I should do, right? I think I need to have that conversation.
He's a cool dude. I've never met him in real life either. We just do 3 guys in the ball together. But he literally he saw the kindness games on LinkedIn, connected with me. I commented on one of the posts that he did, and he was like, "You're a tactical guy?" I was like, "Well, I used to be. My entire career until I moved into tech, I was a tactical guy." He's like, "No, You don't look like it. Like, and we had this conversation about how I present completely different from like the guys in training, tactical training and stuff, but that he's around. And it brought this whole concept of three guys in a ball, kind of taking that tactical those topics and that tactical talk and kind of up leveling it and getting it out of the locker room and getting it into the sphere where you can actually talk about the ideas and say, hey, this is really more Hollywood and this is really more reality, and here's what you're going to run into. And that's been a lot of fun. But Jake, man, he we just recorded three guys the other day on Tuesday, and and he corners our guest and he was like, hey, why don't we do a little kindness games thing here? He goes, who's somebody you're grateful for? The guest was like, but he got someone off, man. It was awesome.
Put him on the spot. So three guys in a ball is you, Jake, and Paul Peng, right?
Paul Penn, yeah. I've never met any of them. One day I'll meet them.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm going to reach out to both of them after this.
Oh, they're good dudes, man. You'll love it. We have 7 confirmed for Jingle Bell Kindness, including the amazing Lee Oughton. And you know what?
Yeah, I'm confirmed on it now, right?
I just added you. Take it away, bro.
Exactly.
And if you want to do the Jingle Bell Kindness, guys, PM one of us. We'll let you know how it goes. It's a good time to make the commitment because you can actually kind of pre-record some videos now and get it prepped, right? So that you can push through that holiday time. A little bit of planning goes a long way. And I personally, I have 9 people that I know who have talked to me about wanting to jump in the kindness games, but they're kind of waiting in the wings. They're kind of like, I don't know, do I get in? Do I not? Do I get in? Do I not? I don't know. Do you know anybody like that, Lee?
I do. I do know a lot of them, and maybe I should get on.
Get them in.
I don't know. I think we need to, I don't know, give them a bit more kindness. Maybe we should give those people some shout outs. Maybe I should add them to my shouts. But I do believe that we've got something special that's happening at IPSB, right? But we can't say too much.
Can't say too much. It's got to be a surprise.
Just a little teaser, right? That you might be seeing something really magical at IPSB, right?
I'm just saying this IPSB is going to be like none that has ever been.
That's a bold statement, but I know that we can back it up. Let's get ready. We might even bring breakdancing onto the stage, right? Doing the kindness worm.
You know what, dude? I don't know. I'm not really down with the worm. But you know what? Like, I'm sure we're gonna end up at a karaoke place at some point. And
I definitely know we're gonna do Vegas karaoke kindness, most definitely.
Yes.
100% on that one. I reckon though, John Harris is a closet wormer. I think he's got some worm in him. I can see him busting out the worm on the stage.
He'll bring the old fat boy out of retirement.
Exactly. I'll put John on the spot. He's probably going to watch this and go, thanks, Lee. Really appreciate that.
All right. Hey, if you're in the wings, if you're thinking, ooh, I kind of want to get involved, not sure if I want to get involved, not sure how I do it, how much does this really take? Reach out. Don't worry about it. It's not that difficult if you do a little bit of planning, but most importantly, it is a little bit scary because you're kind of putting yourself out there, but you have no idea the people that you're going to meet, the people that are going to reach out to you. It will change your life. And that sounds crazy, but dude, we know 38 alumni now, and every single one has said it's been a life-altering experience.
I think it's also important to say that not everybody that has done the kindness games is from the security industry. In fact, to the contrary, right? We have so many people from other communities and industries and sectors from all over the globe. And I think that that's another reason why it makes the kindness game so special, because it resonates with everybody.
It started in the security industry. It started with a North America, Mexico focus, and it has hit every continent except for South America and Antarctica. And you know what? If we can get South America engaged before the end of this year, I'll do the first shout out from Antarctica next year.
Exactly. So come on, Colombia, come on, Brazil, come on, Argentina, because we want to see.
Yeah.
Penguins are from Antarctica, right? We want to see you do a kindness shout out with Pingu the penguin. Yeah. Or is it like, in fact, you could recreate or maybe make Happy Feet like 4, because I think they've done like 3 Happy Feets.
You know what? I mean, there's probably a Happy Feet dance. I'll learn that one.
There is a Happy Feet dance, and I think that you could be the man to really bust out those moves with John Harris doing the worm next year.
Nice. Hey, everybody. We're approaching 100 participants. We've got 38 alumni. By the next scoreboard, we'll have probably at least 2 more. And you're missing out. Jump in, change your life, change the life of others. The Kindness Games